Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to take a look at the Sony ULT Field 7. Now you can pick this one up online. I'll throw the link up in the description. The price on this one is $500. Alright, so let's go through the specs real quick. Now this one only comes in one color, black. It's Bluetooth version 5.2 and the codec is SBC. Now this features multi-point connection and Google Fast Pair. The speaker is IP67 dust and water resistant. Now the weight is 13 pounds. Now you're getting powerful sound from the X-Balance speaker unit. That's 2 X-Balance speakers and a tweeter, and of course you got your passive radiators. Now you can position the speaker horizontally or vertically. You got handles on the top and on the bottom that make it easy to carry. The battery life is 30 hours on a single charge. Now you also got quick charge, so 10 minutes of charge will give you 3 hours worth of playtime. Now, of course, you got the Alt button. If you press it once, that's going to give you deep bass. If you press it twice, that's going to give you powerful, punchy bass. Now, you got your RGB lights. You got a mic and guitar input. The speaker features true wireless stereo. That means you can pair two of these together wirelessly for stereo sound. And you also got Party Connect. Now, you can connect up to 100 compatible Sony speakers wirelessly. Now, you got a USB-A out, so you can play music or charge other devices. And you got an app that's available for Android and iOS that lets you customize your settings and gives you access to the 7-band EQ. All right, so all of that for $500. Let's unbox it and see what it is. Now, on a side note, for $500, this is the direct competition to the JBL Boombox 3. So we're going to test those out and see which one sounds better. And the predecessor of this speaker was the XG500. So I'll test it against that one and see how it sounds too, because that one is $400. All right, so let's get started. All right, so inside of the box, you got your usual books and shit, plug them and file them, and you get the plug. And of course, the ULT Field 7. All right, so here's a closer look at the speaker. You got this fabric coating all the way around, and like I said, it weighs around 13 pounds. You got these nice carrying handles on the top and on the bottom. And if you look underneath the handles, you got these little flat panels. That's gonna keep it in place on your table if you wanna rock it horizontally, or you can just stand it up and rock it vertically. Now at the top, here's your buttons. So you got your power, Bluetooth, play and pause, volume up and down, and this is your Alt button. Now you can't see it, but underneath the grill, you got your 2 X-Balance speakers, and you got a tweeter. On this side, you can see your passive radiators. Okay. Little Sony branding on the front. And let's flip it around to the back. Little panel, open this up, and now you got some ports. So you got your light button, battery, your key control, echo, guitar volume, your AC input. This is going to be USB-A out. Like I said, you could plug in a flash drive and play music, or you could charge other devices. You got a 3.5 auxiliary input, and you got a 3 1/4 mic input. All right, so now let's take a look at the Sony Music app. Now, once you pair up your speaker, you're going to see the picture of your speaker, the name of the speaker, your Bluetooth connection status, your battery percentage. You can group with other speakers. You got your music library. You can switch your audio in, USB, all your streaming services. So I got Amazon, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music. It shows your Bluetooth connection status, and you got settings. Now for sound settings, check this out. We got a full 7-band EQ. Now if you want to, you can turn the Alt button on and off. All right, right from the app. You got sound field optimization. Automatically detects the noise around the speaker and automatically adjusts the sound to an optimal quality. You got your DJ effects. Okay, you can turn those on and off. And you got your Bluetooth connection quality. Now for illumination, you can change your RGB lights. I'll dim the lights and show you how that looks in a minute. You got system. Okay, you got your power options. So you got battery stamina, you got battery care, suppresses the charge amount to approximately 90% when fully charged to extend the battery service life. You got your battery level voice, your power on and off sound, auto standby, and Bluetooth standby. Now this speaker does have multi-point connection, so you can pair 2 devices at the same time, and you can also open up the Fiestable app. Now this is going to give you manual controls of your lights, and I'll show you how that looks in a minute. So the app is simple and straightforward. All right, so now let's do a little sound test. Now I'm going to start off at 50% volume. Then I'm going to start the song over again. We're going to do max volume. And then I'm going to try the Alt 1, Alt 2, and the custom EQ settings. All right, here we go. Put your headphones on. Here's 50% volume. Stock EQ settings. Okay, now I'm going to start the song over. Let's take it over to maximum volume. Here we go. Okay, now, I know this video is not going to do it justice, but I'm sitting right in front of the speaker, and I got to be honest with y'all, I am impressed. And look, deep down, you never know what you're going to get with Sony, in my opinion. Sometimes you get a win, sometimes you get a loss. I think this is a win right here. Now, I'm going to start the song over again. Let me calm down. I'm going to start the song over again, and this time, we're going to cycle between the Alt 1, Alt 2, and my custom EQ settings. Okay, here we go. Okay, now I'm going to take it to my custom EQ. This is custom. Okay, I like the custom the best. Okay, now again, it's really hard to judge Bluetooth speakers during a YouTube video. This is why you got to take my word for it. Y'all know I'm a speakerologist. Honestly, I like the Alt 1 setting and my custom EQ setting. You could feel the difference in the bass. Now, one thing I will say, this speaker has a nice amount of clarity. Again, I am impressed. Now, I'm going to dim the lights a little bit. I want to play some other music, and I want to check out the RGB lights. All right, so here's how the RGB lights are going to look in complete darkness. Now I'm going to cycle between all of the different patterns, and on a side note, keep your eye on the bass radiators. Watch how them shits is jumping. Here we go. just in case you couldn't see it because it's kind of dark, take a look at these radiators shaking. That is crazy. All right, so now let's do a quick sound comparison between the XG500 and the ULT Field 7. Now for the XG500, I got Mega Bass turned on. For the ULT Field 7, I got ULT 1 on. Same songs, same volume. Here we go. Here's the XG500. Okay, here's the ULT Field 7. Okay, now, I gotta be honest with y'all. I'm sitting right in front of both of these speakers. The ULT Field 7 definitely sounds better. Now, if you got the Sony XG500, should you run out and upgrade? I would say no. It's not that much better, but you could tell the difference. Okay, if you don't have either one of these and you're looking for a Sony Boombox, definitely spend that extra $100 and go with the ULT Field 7. All right, so now it's time for the battle of the big boys. We got the JBL Boombox 3 and the Sony ULT Field 7. Now for the JBL, I got my custom EQ settings, the V pattern. And for the Sony ULT Field 7, we're gonna rock with ULT 1. Now I did some testing off camera. ULT 1 has the deepest bass. So let's start off with the JBL Boombox. Here we go, I got a classic for y'all. Okay, now here's the Sony. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a real battle. This is one of those times that I usually would say the JBL is a clear winner. I would say the JBL bass is a little bit deeper, but the clarity on the Sony. Now, it all depends on what kind of music you listen to. Everybody don't like hardcore bass music. Some people like classical music, R&B, disco, pop, whatever you like. If you want clarity with those vocals, the Sony sounds better to me. Now, of course, we got to take it to official Flossy Carter sound test and settle this once and for all. All right, here we go. We got the official Flossy Carter sound test by my homeboy Mark Rubier. Let's start off with the JBL.
Yo, sound test, time for sound test. Everybody shut your mouth, time for sound test. Time to test that quality of sound test. How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound now? How's it sound now? Does it sound big? Does it sound loud?
How's the bass, baby? How's the treble on it? How's it sound now? How's it sound now?
That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. Sound test. That's a sound test, baby. That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. How's the sound on that shit? God damn it, holla.
Okay, here's the Sony.
Yo, sound test, time for sound test. Everybody shut your mouth, time for sound test. Time to test that quality of sound test. How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound, Floss? How's it sound now? How's it sound now? Does it sound big? Does it sound loud?
How's the bass, baby? How's the treble on it? How's it sound now? How's it sound now?
That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. Sound test. That's a sound test, baby. That's a sound test. That's a motherfucking sound test. How's the sound on that shit? God damn it, holla.
Okay. Now, do y'all hear what I'm hearing? The Sony sounds a teeny bit louder, but the JBL, the bass is a little deeper. Let's let it rock one more time. Here's the JBL.
How's the sound, white shoes? How's the sound on it? How's the sound, baby? That's a sound test.
Here's the Sony.
How's the sound, white shoes? How's the sound on it? How's the sound, baby? That's a sound test.
All right, now you see it for yourself. Even if you can't hear it through this YouTube video, y'all know the old saying, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. The Sony is definitely louder, but again, the JBL wins in the deeper bass department. Which one would I pick if I had to choose one of these? Honestly, as much as I like the JBL, personally, I think I would go with the Sony because of the RGB lights. I would have to go for the RGB lights. But if in terms of just deep bass, the JBL is the clear winner. But overall, now look, you're only as good as your last product, all right? Shout out to JBL. You're only as good as your last product right now. And let me think about this for a second. Yeah, if I really had to pick one of these two speakers right now to take out to the park with me, I'm taking the Sony. First of all, you can play the Sony horizontally or vertically, and then when the lights get low and it's time for some scumbag activities, you got the RGB lights. Ladies and gentlemen, Sony is back in the building. Let's wrap this video up. All right, so one more thing I wanted to mention. Now, realistically, you can use either one of these speakers vertically. Let's see how they sound. Now, in the vertical orientation, I gotta say the Sony does look better. Well, let's try them out. Here's the JBL.
Yo, I got a question for you. How many times you knew I was checking for you? How many? Put it on the line, grab the weapon for you. For real, I was front line, I was repping for you. Tracker, came by myself, I was stepping for you. Tracker, turned the L to a lesson for you. Cash, turned one night to a blessing for you. You didn't think I'd do something special for you, but I wouldn't do nothing special unless it's for you. And that's the thing about it, huh?
Here's the Sony.
Yo, I got a question for you. How many times you knew I was checking for you? How many? Put it on the line, grab the weapon for you. Real, I was front line, I was repping for you. Trapper, came by myself, I was stepping for you. Trapper, turned the L to a lesson for you. Cash, turned one night to a blessing for you. You didn't think I'd do something special for you, but I wouldn't do nothing special unless it's for you. Facts, and that's the thing about it.
I gotta be honest with y'all. This is Sony's best boombox yet. It is going neck and neck with the big boy JBL Boombox 3. Let's go. All right, so remember, you do have your guitar and mic inputs, so you can use this as a karaoke speaker. Let's get it, try it out. Y'all know what's coming.
Yeah, DJ Craig, back in the building. Check out my nephew, drop that new track. Let's go.
Yeah. Trapper. Shout out to the Google gangsters.
Let's go, Southside Queens, we out.
Feel like Floss with this new tech. This ain't Mortal Kombat, but you next. Shout out YouTube, got a few checks. Cartier frames, got some new specs.
Look, this red M5, fast as a cheetah. This package is meager, stuffing bass and back of the speakers. I got a new phone, but wish I was still trapping with Beavers. This dude real, but started singing on wax like
Yo, never mind that M5, got a new beam. I might get it dirty, but it's too clean. I told Flossy years ago, got a new team. I might need another phone for this new scheme.
I might need this new cream for this new play. A couple yams in a pot, that's a souffle. This PlayStation's on a block for like 2K. This verse dumb, it hit hard, Bobby Boucher.
Yeah, DJ Cruz available for all parties. Put me up at 555-1212.
Mandatory.
Queens, let's go.
What up,
Trapper.
baby?
Chase.
Now, this is one of the reasons why I'm picking this speaker over the JBL Boombox 3. Y'all know me, I love karaoke. The built-in mic, and y'all hear that echo? Hold up, I'll do it one more time. You hear that echo? You can control that. Watch this.
Yeah, you hear that echo? DJ Quick.
This is way too much fun. Now, one of the cool things about this speaker is you don't have to have the app handy. You got the alt button on the top. You can control your lights. You can check your battery. You got your key control, your echo, and your guitar. And of course, USB-A out. Now you can drop in a flash drive and play some music. Or if you want to, let's just charge up a phone. Grab a phone, plug it in. And as you can see, charging up. This is pretty dope. All right, so overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving the Sony ULT Field 7 a major go. Shout out to whoever Sony hired in the Bluetooth speaker department, but the ULT Field 7 and the ULT Tower 10 are two of my favorite Sony speakers to date. Now, if y'all watch my channel, I could go either way with Sony speakers in the past, but as of right now, the ULT Field 7 is direct competition for the JBL Boombox 3, and the ULT Tower 10 is definitely direct competition for the JBL Party Box Ultimate. These are some dope speakers. 30 hours battery life. You got your RGB lights. I love the design, the handles on the top and on the bottom. And I love when you stand it up in the vertical orientation. It kind of looks like it was meant to be that way. You see, when I put the JBL vertically, it kind of looks like it wants to tip over, even though it won't. This speaker just looks good in either direction. And again, the RGB lights. Now that alt button really makes a difference. I would say alt 1 is my favorite with the deeper bass. But depending on what kind of music you like, alt 2 will give you more of a punchy bass, or you can go for the old school custom EQ settings. Look, this is not a sponsored video. This is my honest opinion. If you're looking for a dope Bluetooth boombox, you got a few choices. Now, at the end of this week, maybe on Saturday or Sunday, I just got the W King X20. So I'm going to do a real Bluetooth boombox battle with the Tri-Bit Stormbox Blast. We're going to have the ULT 7, the JBL Boombox 3, and if I see anything else that's in my collection that's worthy, maybe the Monster Blaster, we'll figure it out. But as of right now, my top two, Sony and JBL. Now, I've been hearing a lot about this W King X20. I got it right behind me. I'm going to unbox that one next. But again, RGB lights look so dope on this. They look way better than the Tri-Bit, because I know somebody's going to ask me about the Tri-Bit Stormbox Blast. I got one right here. These RGB lights, they can't compare to the Sony RGB lights. All right? The Sony RGB lights are so subtle and so effective. And when you see those radiators bumping, you're going to like this speaker. I am impressed. Now, I know, let me calm down. But usually, I would easily pick a JBL speaker over a Sony speaker any day of the week. But this is one of those times I would have to really sit back and think about it. If I'm looking for my bass-heavy music, I'd probably go with the JBL. But for overall, I'm going with the Sony. Overall, I'm going with the Sony. I like the RGB lights. I love the handles on the top, the mic and guitar inputs. You got USB-A out, charge up your other devices. This is a total package, okay? Is this speaker worth $500? I'm going to say yes. Okay, yes, this is a high-quality speaker, and you can pair it up to any of the other Sony speakers that are compatible, up to 100 speakers. Anyway, this is the Sony ULT Field 7. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this one. And when I do the Bluetooth boombox battle, let me know what speakers y'all want to see. But like I said, we got the W King X20, Boombox 3, Tri-Bit Storm Mic Blast, and the Sony. So we got 4 speakers. If y'all want to see the Monster Blast or anything else, let me know in the comments in the next couple of days. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Voxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know. Stream gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah. Special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat. Flossy_Carter. That's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. Hashtag salute. Oh yeah. One more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces. Spock won the beam up. Energize.
Hey guys, Jerry Springer here. Subscribe to Flossy Carter for the real reviews. He has a tech channel on YouTube, and he already has over 2 million subscribers, so give him a look. You may like it, and it could be very useful. Take care of yourself and each other.